City Squash was founded on the idea that if we provided motivated young people from economically challenged households with the resources of academic tutoring, squash instruction, and mentoring, then their chances for doing better in life were improved.
One of the things that I will always remember the most is our first tryout at Fordham University. When we walked across the street, we walked through the gate.
And you like walk in and see the field, you see like cathedral-looking buildings, and it's just it was really
lovely, beautiful, a great scene.
And it was amazing to see their reaction. And meanwhile, it was in their very own community, but they'd never seen the inside of what a college looked like.
I get lost for words when I talk about City Squash. It just opened so many horizons for us.
2019 Briggs Cup. In the gray, James Stout and Greg McArthur. In the black, Mathur and Chris Callis. Stout McArthur to serve. Best of 5 games. Love all.
Good evening and welcome to the final of the 2019 City Squash Briggs Cup. McArthur, Stout in the grey and white, and Chris Callis and McArthur in the black. Aggressive start from Stout McArthur, serving from the left as opposed to the right, and we're underway. So both teams came through the next day semis in a pretty comfortable fashion, with the R&T battle between Mathur, Chris Callis, Whitten Morris and Eric Bedell.
2-love.
And then Stout McArthur taking on Will Mariani and James Bamber, and after a slow start, winning a pretty comfortable 3-love. So looking for a good final here. It is very lively out there on that court. Really pinging around. So
2-1.
You know, I think we can expect high-paced game, as always when Mathur's on court, but particularly here, and grey and white's going to have to do their best to negate that ball speed. I think we're going to see a lot of that, a lot of middle balls. We've got 2 lefties on the left wall. Means that both teams have got 2 backhands down the middle.
2-1.
Traditional tactic is to sort of try and get it onto Manic's backhand. It's a little not quite as strong as his forehand if you're looking for a weak spot. So I think we're going to see a lot of middle balls, and I imagine a lot of interesting width and variation of pace over to that right wall, much like that shot right there. That's not a bad cross-court from James, that's an intentional cross-court.
Heads up.
I'm telling you, it is lively.
2-3.
It's lively, and it's a lively crowd out there.
Three all.
Yeah, more middle balls. Grey have got a very clear plan here.
4-3.
And yeah, that's another one. This is going to be interesting if they can. So these two teams met 2 weekends, not last weekend, the weekend before, I believe, or maybe it was last weekend at the Sleepy Hollow tournament, with Manik and Chris coming out on top, 3-0, another sky ball. In a pretty interesting, close 3-love, but as close as 3-love is.
Side out, 4 all. Yes, let. 4 all.
James has got to be a little bit careful he doesn't get stuck back behind Manik and then behind that red line. He is exceptionally quick, but no one likes to be starting from a bad position.
Five, 4.
I think that's the right shot. He sort of caught Chris a bit dead there. It's just a tough one. That's a great ball.
5 all.
Ooh. Looks like McArthur's really trying to take advantage of the ping he caught, which he can definitely do. He hits a very clean hard ball and takes it in really nicely. It's just tough, he knows that second shot has to be as good as it needs to be. Great width there from Callis.
7-5.
It's just me, myself and I in the commentary box this evening. Couldn't find any friends. So feel free to ask some squash appropriate questions.
Down. Side out, 6-7.
It's a very close start to this game. There's a big few points here. Not to let anyone get more than a point ahead at any time.
7-all.
Ooh, a little bit lucky there. They put that right on Monic's racket.
Not up.
That is a ridiculous paced rally. I don't think I saw any of that.
8-7.
Damn, boys. That sounded like a firecracker.
8-all.
Oh, there's that dodgy back wall nick here. We've seen so many of those this weekend.
Yes, slat. 8-all.
Bit lucky there. No one else seems to be bothered, so I must be wrong. Greg's played
Side
a good
out,
ball there
9-8.
tonight. He's just got his racket on it. That sort of mid-pace. Thought he had more time than he did. So both Monik and James really high up the court here. They're trying to cut down that angle, which is smart when someone's, That's a great ball from James there, really smart. Monik busy
9-all.
looking for that middle ball,
Monik
thinking
left.
that's where they're coming. Alright, who's going to take the lead here? Who's going to get to 11 first? It's going to be big. And how are they going to do it? Is it going to be errors or winners? Important point in the game. It's been a quick first 18 points, actually.
Slat. 9-all.
Yeah, that is not quite what Greg was trying to do. Oh,
Stroke.
oh, that's unlucky.
10-9.
Just put that all the way around. Yeah, he should have just let James hit that one. Good get though. Everyone's scrambling. A lot of awkward balls here. James being so aggressive in the middle of the court there. He plays from there so well. Few people. Oh my god. Yeah. We're going to be going through a baller game at this rate. That is wow.
Side out, 10-all.
So James Stout, former World Rackets champion, or I think he's current World Rackets champion but retired. And if you've ever seen anyone play rackets, you'll understand how he's able to stand so close to the front wall and still get a racket on the ball. This is sort of his
10-11.
usual pace of play.
Down.
It's unlucky.
Side out. 12-10.
All right, huge lead here. 2 points at this point in a very tight game is a lot. Let's see if Stout McArthur can get some of those angles back in and the awkward positions that they were having from at the start of this match. Team Black definitely, given their win the other weekend, probably the favourites here, but we've said a lot this weekend that Briggs always brings out some interesting results. James just clipping the tin there. I think he's gone. Yeah, he's gone for
13-10.
Round it.
Left side.
Yeah, this game's very much been Team Black playing for errors. They haven't really done much with the ball. It's been a much more aggressive game from the grey team. I think they're just dealing with such fine margins. They've been forced into a few too many tins. So that's the kind of ball they're going to be looking for, right? The whose backhand is it? It's like the squash version of whose line is it anyway? There it is.
13-11.
Nice ball. Greg just losing his footing, trying to scramble for that one. So that's the only problem with being that high up the court.
14-11,
is that
game
it
ball.
allows that breaking ball around you, which can be very difficult. It's pretty rare to get one by James there, though.
Second serve.
Just out. Callis trying to call Monik off that one, but right call. It's coming, so you can play
Just
the
let.
forehand. Bit of argy-bargy on the right
14-11.
there. Greg not. Sometimes it can be really hard to move when someone's shouldering you towards the
14-11.
ball. What a get.
Shot.
Alright, first game, Mathur, Callis. I'll be back.
Game 15-11. 1-love. Mathur, Callis lead 1 game to love. Second game, level. Level. One love. Yes, let. One love. Down. 2 love. Three love. Down.
Mathur, Callis off to a strong
4 love.
start in the second game. Had a little eavesdrop on their team talk, and they seem pretty comfortable with the game plan that Grey have. They just had, you know, they've seen it before. They feel like they know how to handle it.
Side out 1-4. Two, 4.
All right, Grey's on the board. Game 1. As I said before, it's very lively on there. The ball's really pinging around, making it incredibly hard to sort of lay the ball down at the front. And when you've got someone like Manik on court, the last thing you want is an average
2-5
reverse popping up to just let him tee up on it. Oh, some great gets here. Oh, sky ball. Ping ping.
Side out 6-2. Six, 3. 7-3.
So getting a little input from our viewers at home. And, the great Guy Cipriano thinks that Monik is the best player we've seen right now, possibly ever. Now, that's a controversial opinion, but he's watched a lot of doubles. I think we've all watched a lot of doubles. It's definitely seems to be a different game these days than it was maybe 10, 15 years ago. The sort of level of professionalism and the pace that these guys are able to play at is a bit different. To the point, actually, that I think I talked about this last time I was commentating at Sleepy Hollow. That I'd love to see, and I know they're trialling it, is the SDA playing to 11 rather than 15, trying to shorten up these matches a little bit, make them a bit more exciting right from the beginning. But most importantly, the players are spending a lot of time out on these courts and need a way to sort of preserve bodies and arms and Achilles tendons, etc. So I think the RNT Challenger later in the season is going to be demoing the 11 scoring, and I fully support that decision. It's a great ball there from Chris. He knows that James is getting stuck back behind Monik there.
8-3.
Black running away with this game a little bit. Gray really needs to find a way.
Down.
That's not going to do it.
9-3.
Get back in this match. And there needs to be a lot more patience. There needs to be honestly, I don't really know what they would do, because this is Black is so solid right now, and they are covering the whole court. They're getting the odd winner in the middle on 2 backhands, but not really seeing too much right now that's is worrying them. Yeah, that's outrageous.
10-3.
I mean, both James and Greg are standing there. I think that's the kind of ball I'd want to see more, is sort of, using the height. This is a really high ceilinged court. 10. Really high ceilinged court.
11-3.
Getting it up, up and over and into those back corners. And, Peter Briggs of Briggs Cup is always as keen in saying that if someone's going to beat you from the back wall, they're going to beat you anyway. So, why not make them play from there? It's a great get from Monik there.
12-3.
Getting some support in for the 11-point scoring. I think we're all wanting to preserve our bodies a little bit more than perhaps 15 scoring allows for. Doubles is hard. It's hard on the body. It's hard stops. It's a lot of torque, and it's not as singles hurts because it's just really hard work. Doubles can hurt in a different way. It's very, very high impact, and as much as we love this game, it's not fun to play when you're in pain. We want all these pros to be out there for as long as they want to. You never want a pro to have to stop playing based on injury rather than choice to no longer want, no longer choose to play. It's an amazing shot. The kind of shot you can go for when you've got
side out. 4-13.
10 points down.
Thank you. 4-14, game ball.
Chris Callis, obviously known for his athleticism, he's always been a very strong squash player, strong athlete. And if the plan is to work Chris, it's difficult. Like, how much return are you really going to get from that?
Thank you.
Might just win that on himself. Not sure.
5-14
into double digits here. Much as we would like to see them, because we want more than 3 games out of this.
Down.
So now that Greg's made
Game.
a lot of
2
errors
love.
in that game, he's
Mathur
had to
Callis.
go off this game and have a little bit of a word with himself about what the game plan is. All right, Mathur Callis leads 2 games to love, and we'll be back.
Of like left wall free agents. It's like 100 names long. Basically guys who are like, it like wouldn't be ridiculous for you guys. Like guys who don't have consistent partners, who are generally looking. If your name ends up on that list, it means you get better. but it's good for finding partners. For sure. It's a good event. Yeah, good. The University Club of Boston. Yeah, it's in Back Bay. Callis lead 2 love. 3rd game level. Quiet please, level.
Alright, we're back. 2 love down, see what Greg can do. That last game was an absolute pasting. So hopefully they can they had reassessed and can get stuck in here, because it's not over till it's over, and we could have a long way to go here. We'll see. Alright, it looks like you know, someone might have heard me. They've slowed the ball down, they're lifting it up over Callis's head. And look, they're going to try and make him shoot from the back. And here comes the, if someone's going to beat you from the back, they're going to beat you anyway. So let's see Team Grey make Team Black beat them from the back. Interesting. I like this. Dodgy angles, weird middle balls, and a horrible pace.
2-1.
Pace is easy to generate
side,
when somebody
James.
else hits it hard first. Everyone can hit it harder when somebody else starts the pace. Hitting it hard off a slow-moving ball consistently is very tiring and a good way to wear people down.
3-1. Stroke.
Oh.
Side out. 2-3.
Ow. Yeah, that's a shit ball. Oh, sorry. Oh, someone take my beer away. Gonna get the SJ removed from YouTube with comments like that. Anyway, back to the squash. So pace is creeping up again here, but they're doing a really good job of not letting Manik hit. Oh, spoke too soon. But there's a lot of backhands getting played here. That is an outrageous reaction volley from James. Oh, just ending in a let. So slight delay on the feed here, so I can hear the reaction of the crowd at Apawamis ahead of what I see happening. So I knew that was an exciting rally.
Yes, let. 2-3.
Yep. Okay, so Grey started with this tactic, and then they lost their way, and they got into a bit of, you know, Star Wars from the red line, and now they're back to slowing it down and having two backhands. Let's see if they can maintain it. It's hard to do. This is a tough game plan, and Greggy's favourite. That's a lovely ball from Manik. Yeah, he's just able to push James out of that one, use his body, take the full court. Good spot. Yep, little nod from Team Grey. That's exactly what they're trying to do there. Looked like Chris sort of hesitated, thought maybe Manik would step across and take it. Bit of confusion. Yeah, this is a much better pace for Grey rather than, you know, what looked like the tactic in the second game of trying to out-hit Manik, which I don't think anyone recommends as a tactic. Nice get there from Callis. That was, you know... Yeah, Manik's so fed up there that he's going to run all the way around that to play a forehand, but you know, that's a good sign for what Grey is making, you know, making Team Black do here. No one loves a straight lob more than James Stout. even if it's straight down the middle.
Yes, Let.
It's a good point there from Team Grey. Like, Black is a little bit not sure
5-3.
what's coming at them and what to do with it. But, you know, because we're not playing to 11, there's another 10 points of that to try and stick to the game plan, and there's still a long way. Yeah,
Yes, Let.
safety first.
5-3.
Still a long way to go in this game, even though they've got the right idea here. Yeah, great ball there. So they're getting some really good angles in at varying
6-3.
paces, varying places on the wall, and it's getting some good return on it.
Six, 4. Sorry. James left, 6-4. Side out, 5-6.
It's very hard to commentate when you have a
Yes,
bias towards one team, and I'm really doing my best to, you know, be impartial, but I'm not. So I'm going to say let's go Team Grey. That's not going to help. Come on.
6-all.
They've been so patient for the start of this game. They just need to not... that's a great ball from Manik. Really good hands. Not the ideal
7-6.
spot, but he's made that work. Really good footwork as well.
First serve. Yes, let. 7-6.
So Mathur has done a good job of getting back into this. As I was saying, you know, the game plan that Grey has is the right one. It's so hard to play a game plan that's so unorthodox and out of your comfort zone. Playing the ball to the middle, playing bad, you know, what is traditionally bad cross courts or weird angles. Even when you know it's the right one, it can be incredibly hard not to just lapse back into hitting your usual high lobs and hard balls cross.
7-6.
It takes a lot, and they've just slipped a little bit here. And this is kind of crunch time. They need to get that. Oh wow, Jimbo. Let's go.
7-all.
It's such a good serve when he comes all the way around there. It's such a bad angle. I think Manik just wondering if James's pickup was good, but the rally carries on, which means that there were not two refs up in the gallery who were in agreement as to it being down.
Yes, let's.
Yeah, Manik giving James absolutely no
7-all.
room. Little grin from both of them. No room to play that. Oh no.
Side out, 8-7.
That was Manik's whoop hitting the ground. Won't be able to track his heart rate for the rest of this match.
8-7. Count.
Ooh, Mike just looking
9-7.
reverse and find the 10. Alright, so a little lead here for Gray. Let's see if they can sustain this. They've done a good job of getting that game plan back into action. Lot of backhands played. Great get from James. Where's that going? All the way around. Oh, Craig. Gotta get that back in play.
9-8.
Alright, easier said than done when it's coming off his shoelaces.
Yes, let 9-8. It's James on the left. Nine eight. Yes, let 9-8. Yes, let 9-8. Ten eight. Out of court. Side out, 9-10. Yes, let 9-10. Yes, let 9-10.
The sound of the ball in this game is so different from what we saw in the first 2 games, and it's the sound of Gray using their game plan. That's a great shot from Greg. They've worked both of them into a position, and then he's got the opening.
9-11.
And he knows it.
Second serve. Stop.
Alright, don't do it. Don't get into... They're might seeing a few forehands, but all of them are not from the sweet spot, that's for sure. That is a good shot. Nice. Alright, little
Side
gap
out,
here.
12-9.
Gotta make sure they don't get sloppy. Yeah, that's not where James wanted to put that.
12-10.
Okay, huge point here. Really. Oh! Oh, okay. We've seen that happen before at the Briggs Cup at 14-0 in the 3rd game. So I think there was a let. Callis asked for a let on Greg, which is why he didn't swing at the ball, and then I think somebody wanted to check the ball. And I guess it had gone, and now we've got a new ball. That's our first new ball. If anyone's wondering, that is not my heavy breathing into the microphone. I think is that not the referee's heavy breathing? Alright, this is trouble. You know, new balls fly, skid. They skid differently, and I think we're about to see Team Black try and raise the pace and take advantage of that significantly. So we shall see what the next 2-3 points look like. James having a little hit there, get a feel for the new ball.
James on the right, 12-10. Out of court.
Greg, move your feet.
Side out, 11-12.
Yeah, Monik taking full advantage of the new ball, as expected. So Team Grey can try and get control.
Guess let. 11-12.
Seemed a bit generous, honestly. Oh, that's the same shot. He's playing that really well. Holds up just enough. Mike's got a very wide stance there. He's covering a lot of space, but it makes it hard to adjust your feet. Not that you've really got time when it's moving that quickly, or that I would know, having never had to, you know, get that. Nice shot there from Mike. He's taking such a middle position in the court, trying to be very dominant. Yeah. Oh, that's a great shot there from Chris. All right, 13-all.
13-all.
Team Black, 2 points from victory. Little fist pump there from Callis. Oh, they're really doing such a good job of playing the middle of the court there. And it's forcing Mike across a little bit, and then it opens up that side for Greg. It's dead on. Exciting. We might be looking at a fourth game here. James just working Chris back. Mad scramble. That rally was just not how Greg got to this point. It was all hard hitting. Monica only hit one backhand. All right, for about the 19th time this tournament, we have a simultaneous match ball, game ball situation.
Smash.
Oh, that is... Well, not the end that we wanted to that game, but a good match. So McArthur, Chris Callis are the 2019 Briggs Cup City Squash champions. And yeah, good night from me.